Right, okay, well we're full time here at Cobham, Chelsea's training ground. Chelsea 11 winning 4-0 this afternoon against Dorking Wanderers. Joined with manager Marc White. Get your thoughts, Mark, on the game overall.
Yeah, I was really pleased. I'd kind of put it in the exceptional bracket, if I'm honest, because for sort of 35 minutes we dominated the ball. And this wasn't like a bunch of 18-year-olds. This was like the lone squad. This was a sort of 21s and above, and a few boys out there on £100 a week. And by the way, I don't begrudge that. They're unbelievable players, and so we bossed the ball, had all the ball, really most of the ball, 35 minutes. Obviously, that to keep that intensity against a club with such a unbelievable players involved was going to be hard. Barry went off injured. He kicked the bottom of someone's foot and his big toes in a world of pain. Hoping it's not broken. And then we conceded on like the 44th minute.
Yeah, right before the break.
But listen, it comes to something when you're disappointed that you concede just before the break at Chelsea. This is not like, this is one of like a handful of elite clubs in Europe, and the boys have done so well. I thought Seager, Rutherford, Nicky Wheeler, Josh Taylor, McShane, to name a few, Ed Harris, Dan Gallagher, didn't really put a foot wrong. At the end I said, if I look at their ball retention and what they've done, they played, what I asked the boys to do today was really think about the game, really think about the things you might get away with on a Saturday that you won't when you're playing like an elite club like this. And they didn't play a bunch of youngsters today. It was a real team. So a few boys, gave the ball away a bit too easy, done things naively that they might do on a Saturday normally, and but in the main, really positive all round. And I want to thank obviously Chelsea for inviting us down here and looking after the families that came down and looking after us and you boys as well. So really appreciate it. A club on our doorstep, so massively appreciate it. I think like a really good exercise.
Yeah, it really was that step up that we were looking for, wasn't it? As you mentioned pre-match. Through the course of the second half, made the sort of changes that we've been accustomed to through pre-season, but we did see Josh Wilson come on in the second half for Slav in goal and put off a couple of fantastic saves through the course of the second half.
Great saves, and we gave away a couple of very soft goals second half, but to be honest with you, all pre-season, when we've made changes second half, we've gone downhill quite rapidly, to be quite frank. I think that is a bit of a disappointment. Obviously, you're not sort of putting a couple of players into a strong 8 or 9 like you would do on a normal Saturday. You're putting sort of 5 or 6 on at once that have not been in the game, and we all know that second half of pre-season games is difficult. Young Josh, he's a great lad, and he's coming back from a bad injury, so we wanted to get him out there as well. And delighted really. And I think, in the main, good exercise. I think we were definitely good value for at least a goal during the game. We had some great moments, hit the bar and post. But I think it's just fantastic, really. I mean, to be quite frank, our first friendly was against a church team in Horsham. You know what I mean? And we had to put sand in rabbit holes to get the game on, and pay some bloke from the pub to referee it. So the fact we're being invited to Cobham to play a Chelsea 11 of full-time pros, it just shows how far the club's come. And now we can't wait for next week, mate. I'll be honest, mate, we are a match play team, and the record says that. We are not any mugs. The record says we're a match play team. We never ever turn up and don't compete and don't find a way to be successful. And now this week, all the work begins now. We can't wait for Chesterfield. We're really confident, very confident in getting a home win on the first game of the season. And this week we'll be getting organised for that.
Brilliant. And then just as a final thing, touching on that, what does the week coming up look like, Mark? Just a couple of sessions as standard, or anything different?
A couple of sessions as standard. Well, mate, I think we need to use those sessions well, so we'll probably more planning than anything else. Take the load off them a little bit, I think. And plug them in Saturday. We're going to give. We're really privileged to welcome clubs like Chesterfield and Paul Cook. He's an esteemed manager, Paul Cook, to Meadowbank. We really appreciate it, and of course we're looking forward to seeing DJ as well. And we're aware that they're one of the favourites, but this club and our team does not take prisoners. you know, and you know, we really want to kind of bring the heat. It's not fighting talk. We're going to respect Chesterfield all the way, and we might be on the end of a defeat. Who bloody knows? But we are absolutely all out. Fresh start, new league, off we go, and we can't wait for Chesterfield.
Yeah, cannot wait. Going to be a fantastic occasion next week, goes without saying. Thanks for your time today,
Cheers,
Mark.
mate.
Much
Cheers,
appreciated,
Dan.
and we'll
Thanks, mate.
speak to you next week.
Cheers, mate.